first book that I'm going to be talking about is 1000 Things You Never Learned in Business School. This book is very interesting. I think it was only published one time, but the thing that I like about it is it has lots of knowledge about many different facts of running a business or even being a manager. And it also has templates inside of it that you will be able to use on your journey. And honestly, I think this is a great find if you can find it. How to Win Friends and Influence People. One of my favorite books that I've ever read. This helps in your personal life, your private life. It tells you and shows you examples of how to use psychology and how to get what you want, and also how to make friends and basically influence people, how to do it in the workplace, how to do it in your private life, public life. This is called Networking for people who hate networking. I really enjoyed this book. This gives you an idea of people that are introverts or extroverts. It gives you a pathway forward on how to network, and it gives a plan on how to do that for you to do it comfortably depending on your style and how you are as a person, which I think is very interesting. It doesn't give very basic generic knowledge. It gives you actual tips on how to be successful and is extremely helpful to anyone that will be willing to invest in this book. It will help you out quite a bit. And I'm an introvert, and I did find this quite helpful for me for my last conference that I attended. When Pride Still Mattered. This is about Vince Lombardi's life. I love this book. It is fantastic. It has lots of ideas of leadership, and you get to see the progression of his life as he went through it, all the way from being a child all the way till his death. So it's very interesting, and if you're a sports fan, you'll definitely enjoy this one. This is the next book, The Obstacle is the Way. I really enjoyed this book. It's an extremely quick read. It has lots of helpful things inside of it, and it will also help you in your private and your personal life, and even in the workplace. So this definitely will help you and give you encouragement, and it also allows you to think in your mind with challenges. You'll gain experience and you become wiser. So it's definitely something that I find interesting. And most people, when they are older in life, they regret not doing something because of inaction than they do because of action. So this definitely addresses that, of overcoming things that maybe you won't want to regret later. This is the wild card here, and this is Ted Kennedy. So basically it's True Compass. I knew nothing about the youngest brother. I just knew that they called him the Lion of the Senate. So I just wanted to know more about his life and what he experienced, more especially you lose two brothers such a horrific way. So it's very interesting. You will enjoy this book. It basically goes all the way from when he was a child all the way through, and it's from his perspective, which I think is very interesting. Obviously, it's a memoir, but if you wanted to know more about his life compared to his brothers, because most people see him as the youngest brother and they don't really know much about him, at least people from my generation. So it's a very interesting read, and I would strongly suggest